first met Beatrice when she came to the center with the guy she had been seeing. We gave her a pregnancy test, which was positive, and I would describe her as hopeless. Beatrice thought that there was no way she could get pregnant, and she had good reason to think that because she had had a tubal ligation surgery in Mexico. She came into the center with this gentleman to confirm her pregnancy and to talk about her options. He had actually scheduled the appointment for her, and he thought that this was somewhere that he could come and they could put together a plan for abortion. We very quickly explained to him and to her that that was not something that we did. And as a matter of fact, abortion was actually banned in Texas. We talked about her situation. We talked about what was in her heart. We talked about how she felt about abortion. And she confessed to me in the appointment that she did not think abortion was right and that she felt that it was the taking of a life, but she felt like she had no other choice. Her heart was to choose life for her child. She felt that her circumstances dictated that she needed to end the pregnancy. I just encouraged her that the creator of the universe could and would provide for her, and that he had a plan and he would see her through. And if she followed what she knew was his will, that she choose life for this baby. The sonogram changed everything for her. She said that when she heard her little girl's heartbeat, it was a moment where she realized she was carrying a life and that she could not end that life. Meanwhile, she still has an abortion appointment scheduled in Kansas because she's too afraid to tell him that she's not going to go through with it. Well, a couple days before the appointment, she eventually had to tell him, and he did not take it well. He was very upset. She had to leave that apartment where she was staying with him. She ended up living in her car in the middle of winter. I'm looking at the weather, and it's in the low 30s. And I was worried about her. The best thing that we did, and really that the Lord did, was find her a church home. Because this little Spanish-speaking church in Haltom City became the hands and feet of Jesus in her life. They surrounded her with love and compassion, and she made genuine connections there, and she grew in her faith. And just a few weeks ago, she made the decision to get baptized. She's truly dedicated her life to the Lord, but what's so beautiful is to see how grateful she is to God for what he has done in her life. God has provided abundantly more than Beatrice could ever ask or imagine. And to go from completely hopeless, from thinking there was no way she could have this baby, from living in her car with the broken window, to having so much abundance that she had left over to share with other people, is so like how our God works. The thing that I love most about Beatrice's story is that there were times that I would talk to her on the phone when everything seemed to be going wrong and none of the resources were coming through. And I would say, God has a plan. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but I know he has a plan for you. Now on the other side of this, her little girl's a couple months old, and I can look back and see that his plan was more beautiful than I could have imagined. The absolute joy that Beatrice exudes today, and the complete and total faith that she has in her Savior because he has carried her through some of the most difficult circumstances, grows my own faith. I'm just honored to be able to have been a small part of her story, because really it was the Lord's story and the glory goes to him. I'm grateful to have been a part of it, and I'm grateful for the Iglesia Comunidad Cristiana that surrounded her in love. And I'm grateful for all the donors that support this center so that we could shower her in baby items and diapers and car seats and everything that she needed. It is truly a testimony to the greatness of our God and his unending love and mercy.